How are you? Hope all is well. Hope you had a good weekend. Have you gotten any snow yet, Mark? Shannon, how are you? Stuff around the house keeps them coming. No snow. Yeah, the hood of my truck is covered, so it's getting pretty serious. Flurries. Uh-huh. M. Leeser, how are you? Glad you could make it. Hey, Shannon. M, good to see you. Hey, Mark. Hey, M. Hey, Mark and Shannon. I tell you what, though, I am not ready for it. Nope. Hanging in there. No snow here yet. Lucky you. I guess earlier today, north of us, they had quite a bit of snow. Bill Beckett is in the house. Bill, how are you? Yeah, same thing here, Mark. It's just, like I said, I am not ready for it. Nope. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill. Hey, M. Hey there, Bill. Hardy har har. It's that white stuff. Hey, Mario. Do we have a Mario in here? Marco? You mean Mark? Bill? Are you fat fingering it and autocorrect? Bad combination, by the way. Yeah. I'm going to turn that heater off. And it just running for about, what, 5, 10 minutes? 5 minutes? Take the chill off a little bit. I am. Yep. I do not like cold weather one bit. My wife does. I don't. I've suffered enough in all my years working outside in the winter. It's cold. So I don't like it. I'm rather too hot. I can handle that much better. Yeah, I'm not that young. I'm getting up there. But anyway, have y'all seen the new Icon toolbox, 30 inches deep? I guess it's coming out here in about a year or two. Nope, not yet 50. Nope. Yeah, looks just like the Epic. Hate to tell you that the coldness only get worse as you get older. I can only imagine, Bill. They sure did, Em. They sure did. That that thing looks just like the Epic. They certainly decreased the number of drawers. Yeah, but they're going to have three wide drawers. Shannon, I'll be 59 next year. There you go. So you're 58 now. Yeah, that ain't no lie either, Bill. Um, I can definitely feel the difference now. Uh, Overall, I lost about 70 pounds. And I tell you what, it yeah, it sucks when it gets cold. It's like you have, you know, I mean, you definitely have less insulation. So I hate to see what, when winter comes around, how it's going to be then. But I'm certainly going to be looking into maybe a heated hoodie or a heated undervest or something. I think I'm going to need it. Yeah, it's nice, Bill. It makes it easier to maneuver around, that's for sure. But like I said, this is a big downfall to it. The new box would be good for folks who are, say, 3 to 5 years into it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's seriously, I think it's going to be a serious contender. Yeah, but I can't ranch with jackets, JWC Tech. How are you, by the way? Thank you for coming over. Because I do, you know, see right now I'm wearing a jacket, but when I'm wrenching, I'm wearing like a Carhartt vest. Otherwise, I mean, with big ass sleeves like this, I can't really operate. Buy a pair of Poly Pro. You'll thank me later. Yeah, I saw. I've been, like I said, Bill. I've been looking into it, but I don't really want to buy a bunch of sweaters because they're like $120 a piece, or hoodies. Hey, Walter, how are you? I have the heated Milwaukee jacket. I love it. Hey, JW. If it gets really cold, that's what I do. Insulated bibs and then the vest. But like I said, I can't wrench when with a jacket on. Yeah, right. Like I said, Mark. Mark. Right now, I've got a Carhartt vest that I wear when I'm wrenching. So I just have my sweater. I wear a t-shirt, a shirt, and then my sweater, and then my vest. Flannel jeans. Yeah, I got long johns too for that. Wear my heated hoodie for when wrenching, and if too cold, I'll have the hoodie with coveralls. Yeah, that's why I got a vest, JWC. But I saw somewhere there was like an under, like a vest liner that you can buy that is heated. I don't know. He'll probably be in later, Shannon. I'll check into that. How did you call that again? Polypro. Polypro. Yeah, I do use the EC. What is that, Mark? I'm not familiar with that at all. Base layers. I just layer up. That's what I do. I had the torpedo heater, but it got too hot, so I got this electric heater that is just right. Okay. Yeah, I got this little Mister Heater radiant heater. That thing, I love that thing. That thing is great. But you got some JWC Tech. You got some prices on on the Milwaukee heated gear? Get a hold of me. Polypro thermal from military surplus. I'm going to check into that. Doing that garage. How are you? The Icon Fake Epic is going to be the new grace among the Harbor Freight tardy tards. Yeah. Well, like I said, on the end of the day, that's why I never wanted to have an Icon box because it was just not deep enough, you know. And but this one here is definitely the 30 inches. That makes a big difference. U.S. military base layer extreme cold weather clothing system. Okay, I'm going to write that down. That way I can check into that. Uh, Call it Polypro. And how did you call? What was it? ECWCS base layers. I'm going to check into that. Let's see what we can find. Any thoughts on SEMA, the G2? Yeah, it looks impressive. It looks just like the Epic. But no. My biggest problem right now is this thing here. I've got so little invested in it, I can't really afford to do anything else. And for the size it is, and the amount of square inches and cubic inches I got, for the amount of money I got into in it, I can't really afford it to do anything. Yeah, they sure did. That's I think it's gonna hurt the tool trucks for sure. $27 online eBay. Well, like I said, I'll check that out. Random deals on heated gear usually get the best. Yeah. So they're super cheap. Yeah. Yep. Just then everybody starts thinking about it and wants to buy one. So that's just how it works. Like my dad always said, buy in the bad times and sell in the good times. So that definitely applies to, some of that shit. But yeah, what's your thought on that Icon toolbox, JWC Tech? Yeah. I mean, they're talking about like $3,500 to $4,000 for, what was it, the 72 incher they had there? But I don't know. I got the that overhead cabinet right there. That's an Icon. It was a heavy bastard to get it all up there, but it works. The shocks don't work near as good, but they feel like they're already wore out. Because when you open up the lid, I mean, you got to push it to open up a little bit more. Looks fire, but at price, used Epic would be the smart. Yeah, because the used Epic, what the 68 inchers go for about 4 to 5, somewhere in there, used. Used is where it's at to begin with, in my opinion. I mean, that's how I cobbled this whole toolbox together. That's all used shit. Yeah. Chucky Gillis, how are you? I hear Matco came up. Yeah. Have you seen the new Matco 6S that's coming out? They're for the hutch to open up the door. That's just like a garage door. With springs and cable, just like on a garage door. It looks pretty impressive. And then they got They got the light in there too for to light up your drawers. Before they had only no, Matco had 30 inches too. Or less. Yeah. Well, that's about the going price. I mean, around $4,500. Uh, I agree with you. Your box is good enough. No reason to upgrade unless we win the lottery. But I don't play, so right? Yeah, same thing here. The other day, I had a little bit of time and shuffled some more stuff around and freed up another drawer. So because I'm starting to run out of room in this thing here. So fluid film season. There you go, Bill. That 3 inches makes all the difference in the world. At least that's what my wife tells me. That's for sure. But yeah, if I'm going to do anything, I'll add a because my bottom box, the big one that's 72 inch. If I can find me one that is 54, well, actually the Matco is 57, and then I'll take because one section here is a cart, and I'll take that out, take that cart out, and sell that, and then put that 57 one in there. I'll probably do the 57 and the top box, and then the 76-inch wide box, the big one. So that way I can split it up, and that way I don't have to haul that big of a box because this bastard is it's long. Yes, 30 inches depth makes a world of difference, but after I've had it for a couple of years, I realize how much more space it takes up in the shop too. It's give and take. Yeah. Yep, that's right, Walter. Toolbox Store did that tour through the Matco toolbox facility, which I thought was pretty impressive. They just, yep, it's just like on a garage door. At least that's what they said. That was the same thought behind it. Don't we all, Am Leeser? Don't we all? We all like a tight box. You can do a vehicle an hour. Yeah, well, go do it. I'm not. I'm sticking to what I do now. So, but yeah, it looks impressive. The Gen 2 icon box. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sticking to what I have. Because just to replace the boxes that I have now, I mean, hell, I already got. Even if they would be at 4,000, I mean, so you're going to be 8,000 in, and you don't even have a locker yet or nothing. So, and I've got less than 7 in this toolbox. Did you get did you get any free rags from Harbor Freight this weekend? I barely come there, JWC Tech. I barely come there. I can't even remember the last time I've been there. I can't even remember what I was there for. It's been a good long while. I got 4 bags. Their rags leave pieces all over when I use them to clean tools. Um, I got all different kinds. The rags that I like best actually are old T-shirts. Believe it or not, I like those the best. Um, yeah, especially on the handles. Yeah, I've got some old rags here, and wash them, reuse them, wash them, reuse them. It's 2 minutes away from my place, so it's hard. Yeah, yeah, I got to drive what 12, 15 miles. Yeah, I like those best, Mark. On the end of the day, old T-shirts are hard to beat. It's almost like they are the best. It's almost like they are the best in soaking up oil and cleaning your tools off and everything else. Cleaning your hands off, wiping stuff down. I usually just use microfibers I buy in bulk or old clothes also. Uh, I got a couple microfiber rags, but that's just what I use to clean the box off with it. That's it. I don't like them because they definitely leave stuff behind in my opinion. My new truck ended up being the reverse solenoid. It fell out inside the transmission and was grounded up to. Oh, well, it sounds like that's going to be pretty easy fix then. Yep. Old T-shirts are, in my opinion, are some of the best rags. Old flannel is good too. Yeah, I mean, I got a whole pile of them here. So once in a while, kids are done wearing some T-shirts or whatever, they're just wore out, then they come to the shop. I use free T-shirts from political candidates I get. But yep, got got Toyota Prius there. That's in for an engine swap. So got that coming up this week. That's right, Mark. You got that 100%. But and hopefully I can find some time to work on that John Deere some more. Did you like that video, Mark, of that 89 Chevy? Found these boxes of 100 microfiber rags for $10. I usually buy 2 boxes a year. Okay. During the winter, those microfibers, when my hands get really rough, it's almost like they hang up on my hands. That, if I let go of it, they would still hang on my hands. That thing is sold. I sold that this summer. Good old boy gave me about $150 for it. He wanted to have it for parts to fix his other one, so I let it go for that. Yep. I have the same issue with the microfiber rag. Yeah. Well, back in the early days, when I did a lot more farming and whatnot, my hands would really dry crack. But now I work more with oils and whatnot and grease. It's not near as bad. It's like my lubricates my skin a little better. Yep. Agent swap. So that one there blew a hat gasket, and customer said I want to have a different engine. So I'm getting ready to pull that thing out and drop. I got another engine sitting here on the floor already, so I'm gonna drop that one in. I just didn't want to fuck with it. I just wanted to have it out of the way. So, and I don't know if the transmission was still good or not. So I'm happy it's out of here. That's what counts. Yo, Jude, what do you know, mister? I hope all is well. Hello, Jude. Hey, Jude. I have 2 different rag boxes. One is microfiber. The other one has ripped up t-shirts, socks, and other clothes. Yeah, I got a couple bags here that I leave on the workbench. And then I got a bucket. That's where the nasty ones go in. And then when it's time for it to get washed, and they get washed. And then when they're done washing, they come back in a bag and off to the races they are. Yeah, we got the first snow hitting the ground here, Jude. I even picked up. Yeah, well, we got enough kids here, so they wear out t-shirts left and right. So when they're done, they're done. They come to the shop. Hey, Jude. Yep, same thing. Yeah, we don't do that at home. She got a whole process for that. She lets them soak for days and stuff like that, and then she brings it over to get them washed. Did you see the 12.0 4-inch battery BOGO deal? Buy one 4-inch, get a rapid charger. No, I did not. I did not see that. But I'm not really in the market for batteries. I've got so many Milwaukee batteries, it's not even funny. I can probably probably supply a whole construction crew and still have enough batteries to run my shop here. So, hell, even a while back, I sold a bunch of them off because I had so many. Yeah, you're dealing in a lot of used ones, JWC Tech? Used Milwaukee batteries? Uh, I soaked them in a Home Depot bucket in Dawn and other cleaner condition. They rinse and yeah, she's got like I said, she's got a whole process for that. I don't have any. I got a pile of 14.4 batteries. I got a whole pile of them. I think I got like 6 of them here, extras. I have mostly DeWalt stuff. I don't want M12 battery lines. Not only sell new, rarely used, unless it just randomly happens. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I got a whole pile of them here. I've got a box right there with a bunch of extra tools in it. So got some pretty nice stuff in there. How's the channel growth doing? Oh, not too bad. So we're creeping in on the 10,000 subscribers. So not too bad at all. It's slow but steady. The old tech guy was showing some low sales on Milwaukee coming up. Yeah, I don't really need any Milwaukee tools as of right now. I'm good. I got so many tools. Lowe's doesn't sell Milwaukee. Yeah, that's Home Depot, ain't it? That sells Milwaukee. I have enough Milwaukee batteries. Have one M18 12 amp that gets used in my inflator. Yeah, I got one, and I use that on my Milwaukee metal cutting saw or my bag drill, especially if I do a lot of cutting with that saw and with the mag drill. Anytime I need abundance of power, I use that, or if I do lots of it. You need to do a live again soon. Yeah, yeah. I think it was Home Depot that sells Milwaukee. You're right, Jude. Lowe's doesn't sell Milwaukee. With Rapid Charger, get free Get 3 free tools. Damn. That don't sound too bad at all. Yeah, Home Depot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I got enough tools. I don't need any extras. If anything, I'll upgrade my half-inch impact and my mid torque and high torque to the new one, but I don't know. Not in a hurry, unless I find something really cheap on Facebook Marketplace or something like that. I might do it, but the these old ones are still doing pretty good for me. So zero complaints out of those. I did get my 2 Snap-on long reach ratchets or long neck ratchets upgraded to the brushless. So I like, especially that quarter, man. I like that thing a lot. Home Depot has different DeWalt BOGO. The $3.99 kit has impact drill, multi-tool, and a free tool. Jesus. That's a lot for $3.99. Uh, 40 foot-pounds. The older one, the brushed one, was 35, and brushless is 40. And it's got a smidget more RPMs. I believe the old one was 300, and this one is 350, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in there. So it's got a little bit more power. And on that quarter, you don't need a lot more power, really, than that, because you got to be careful you don't snap bolts off. Yeah. Yeah, anything over that, you got to be really careful with quarter. So, and then the 3/8 that I got. This one here, that is definitely a step up from the brushed ones, the brushless. That thing is awesome. That thing definitely handles a lot of torque. Are you getting the Snap-on extra long T or G? No, I got no use for that. So if I don't have a use for it, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy something like that and just have it sit in my box. That I can't afford to lose space. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of room in my wrench drawer, and the only thing I'm going to add to that is I got my eyes on a set of Williams flex head reversible ratcheting wrenches, and I want to get the Snap-on short, not the stubbies, but the short wrench set. Well, you see, it depends on what you do, Mark. If you work, let's say, on the semis and whatnot, that extra long one would be nice. or if you work on heavy equipment and you have to reach way down into the belly and whatnot, I can definitely see that being useful. But then you need something with a magnetic socket, because otherwise you lose the bolt or you can't reach it or any of those things, right? At least that's how I see it, because you still got to reach and get the bolt out. And if you can't get your arm in there and you use that long ratchet, then I would definitely want to have swivels with a magnetic, that are magnetic. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense to me. I'm going to hold off unless I get an absolute steal on it. Yeah, even then I wouldn't buy it. Just like I said, I've got no use for it. And like I said, I can't really afford to lose the space in my box. That fucker is full. Running out of room again. Yeah, like I said, Mark, it just depends on what you do. Heavy equipment or semis or stuff like that, where you have to reach way out there, I can definitely see that being useful. But or even skid steer. Skid steer is pretty tight, and having an extra long one will give you a little extra reach. But I have no use for that extra long neck ratchet too. Well, I'm not going to buy tools just to have them sitting around. I can't afford. Like I said, I can't afford it in space. That's the biggest thing. I'm out of space. It is JWC Tech. It is. It's a fucking problem. Time for more boxes. I don't really want any more boxes. Diabolical, how are you? How is your car coming along? The lady stepping in dog poop was hilarious. I did not see that. We need a bigger boat. Hey, Diabolical. Yeah, you have that on Instagram? I have to check that out. The car update was fire. Well, like I said, I have to check that out. Spraying it in the morning. Woohoo! I assume paint. Well, how the hell did I miss that? Well, there's been a couple days where I had no time at all, so that I barely watched TV. And the little bit of TV I did watch, I was sleeping. Fell asleep on the couch. Well, yeah, yeah. I'll check it out. Slacker. Yeah, well, if you're slacking in one area, that means you're picking up in another, right? Sorry about that. Internet acting up. But anyway, yeah, I like to see that. I can vote for that, Mark. That would be a hell of an idea. But that would be a more sensible thing to do. I agree. You said it's our gift from terrorists. Yep. It don't matter. Nothing is for free, and that's the end of that. Nothing is for free except for the sun. So the government has never given me anything other than headaches. Hey, John, too. But hey, Jude, too. Yeah, there's like I said, nothing is for free in this world. Nothing. Except for the sun. But I just got to call dispatch, guys. Have a good night. All right, Jude. Thanks for stopping in. You take care, my friend. Take care, Jude. Yeah, we're right at the hour mark, too, here. So I'm getting about ready to finish it up for tonight. So, but yeah. Interesting week. Like I said, that Gen 2 icon box, pretty impressive. Take your batteries inside where it's warm. Oh, they'll be all right. It's not too cold in here, Diabolical. Yeah. Yep. That's for sure, Am. So yeah, good life. Talked about tools and toolboxes basically. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. So I appreciate everybody coming out, hanging out with me tonight, and hope everybody's gonna have hope everybody had a good weekend, and hope everybody's gonna have a good week. Stay warm for the people that are up north. There you go. I have not seen anything like that, Shannon. Yeah, and same thing, Em. Thank you for coming out, everybody, and hope everybody had a good weekend. And hope everybody's going to have a good week. Stay warm, and we're going to catch y'all on the next one. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Peace out.